Back. This is my second video regarding the Weeknd artist in general. Today I'd like to go over this massive fandom that surrounds the artist himself and the recent music videos he's been putting out since Kissland and Beauty Behind the Madness. Certain aspects of the videos have raised questions among the massive fan base, and a lot of people are really curious what these videos mean in correlation with the lyrics and the songs that he puts out. So basically, it starts with 3 or 4 songs, a couple music videos, not all of them, just 3 or 4, but they all seem interconnected in one way or another. There's a few that were released by Beauty Behind the Madness, being The Hills, Tell Your Friends, Can't Feel My Face. Each one of these are dark, mysterious, they have slight innuendos toward them, and it kind of exemplifies everything the artist is himself. It really embodies what he's about, and they're kind of connected by this weird narrative that, if you look at it in a chronological order, it gives you this kind of insight. And it was hard for the fan base to kind of attract to this, but again, people like this when there's like that twisted thriller type feel to these music videos in correlation with the lyrics themselves. So within these 4 videos that I mentioned, The Hills, Tell Your Friends, Can't Feel My Face, excuse me, it's a story of the singer and his connection toward this devil-like figure that we see in the videos. They're connected, but it's not really revealed how they're connected. They're seen together, and they seem to have some kind of parallel that goes beyond what the viewer, what the audience is meant to accept, unless you dig deep enough. There's a lot of theories surrounding this, but one that the main fan group has derived is similar to what I'm about to state here. In the newer album, he released Starboy and False Alarm, which these 2 albums have caused the fan base to uproar, and a similar reaction from when Beauty Behind the Madness came out, because both these songs, as well, the music videos, have a storyline depicted in them. In the Starboy music video, we see the Weeknd figure killing himself, essentially, and he's killing himself and killing off his old way of doing things. And then you see him bearing this massive red glowing cross, which is also worn around his neck in the cover of the album and throughout the music video. He takes this cross and he breaks every previous album that he got from Beauty Behind the Madness. And the way that the fan base looks at this is it's a way that he's destroying what he was connected to. He's taking apart the Weeknd. And in this way, it doesn't feature that devil character, but instead it features a pop star looking Weeknd figure, and he just runs around and destroys his past. At the same time, drives away in this vehicle. He doesn't have his hair. His hair is shorter. It's not the same length that we normally would see him with. His signature hairstyle, like I mentioned in the previous video, it's shorter. It's stylish. And in this way, it represents his reinvention of himself. He's killing off his old self, but it also has a deeper meaning. So in the very beginning of Tell Your Friends, the music video from Beauty Behind the Madness, there's a burning bush in the beginning of the video. Now, if you look at this from a biblical sense, I'm getting the biblical side from the red glowing cross. You see this, the burning bush, and that relates to the burning bush in the biblical stories. It's not consumed by the flame, but the bush is absolutely on fire the entire time. And this relates to the Can't Feel My Face video later on, where the fan base is kind of hinting at this could have a biblical sign of God's presence. It could be a higher power. We're not really entitled to know this stuff. And then later on, a different video, the Weeknd is killing this guy, or seemingly shoots him in the middle of a desert. Now, if this was a devil or demon character, it begs the question: can he die? What also occurs in the beginning of Tell Your Friends is the Weeknd burying himself alive. So it's another another suicidal episode similar to the beginning of Starboy. He's killing off of himself. After he finishes the burial, he walks off and dances himself around. He is seemingly in a joyous mood. It's like the same thing that he does in Starboy after he kills himself. It's like a celebratory smile, smirk. He seems excited. The fact that he just let go of his old past is what the fan base really is picking up on this. And one question that keeps arising is, why does The Weeknd keep killing himself? Is he killing himself like killing off his old style? Is this a new inventation of what he's about? The second part of this, another question is does he enjoy killing himself? Is that just a weird fetish of his? Obviously, the latter is less influential. So back to the earlier videos, such as The Hills and Can't Feel My Face, we see that devil creature or image, or in the form of an old white male who has a very stern look on his face. In the Can't Feel My Face music video, he's standing on a stage and he has the audience in front of him, and they're booing him. They're obviously not impressed with what he's going on. And The Weeknd is set on fire by this deity. He throws this lighter at him. And in that sense, he's kind of connected that with a burning bush, and that he's some kind of Lucifer figure. The fire doesn't necessarily burn the artist, similar to the bush, which kind of raises some questions. But once he heats up, the nightclub kind of erupts into this popularity. Kind of people are just really hyped up for this. But the singer is engulfed in flames at the same time. And so the same crowd that was disinterested in him minutes before, once he's on fire, seemingly dying, the crowd is amazed. They're interested. They're ready to support him. And again, the Weeknd, this power, the fire, him being lit up, is a sign of his popularity. He has with that album release, he was given major mainstream attention. He was blown up in popularity. And because The Weeknd never necessarily acknowledges that devil entity, it's as if the devil is gifting him just a taste of what he's capable of. Because Beauty Behind the Madness was such a huge album, it really shows that The Weeknd moved to the top of the charts. Like I mentioned in the first video, he was at the top of almost 3 or 4 of the biggest musical charts for extended periods of time. He broke some records, being the first artist to do so. And that kind of compares to what the fan base is saying, in the sense that the devil gave him a taste of this popularity. And look what it did. It lit up this light club to everybody's pumped up now. So the same figure appears in the Hills music video. So the video goes somewhere along the lines of he's in a major car accident. In the beginning, there's 2 women with him. He walks away from the car accident, and he doesn't take a blame for it. He's just walking away, or it's almost like it's his fault and he knows it, and he's just leaving. The 2 women are kind of like shaking their heads, like, "What are you doing? This was your fault. You're leaving the scene. You're leaving the crime. Whatever." He's walking away, and the 2 women behind him are just standing there kind of complaining. It is also important to note that he's wearing the same exact clothes in the Hills video as he was wearing in the previous Can't Feel My Face when he's lit on fire. So this begs the question, is it a narrative of a chronological order of events that's leading up to something big? We don't know yet. The fan base is still in question with that aspect. So back to the Hills aspect, where he's walking away from this. He enters a fairly nice home. He enters this mansion style house, and again, it's the same old gentleman that lit him on fire in the previous video, Can't Feel My Face. So maybe this is again the devil figure. He's still alive. He's present. So the way the fan base looks at it, this devil character is the fame. It is the fame aspect that's always burdening The Weeknd. It's always there, as if he could always do more, do better, be something else. Fame can do a lot to somebody. It can make you go headstrong. It's like an objectified objectified sense where fame in general is an object, if you look at it this way. So the devil gave him fame in the Can't Feel My Face. The crowd uproar, everybody was happy about it. Next, you could think the devil gave him these two women, objects of affection, pleasure, and at the end of this, at the video, the video ends with like the camera right on his eyes. So it's just his eyes, and then the next video that comes up is Tell Your Friends. So it's the last time we see these two people, devil entity, together with the Weeknd. And this is, again, like I stated previously, is where the Weeknd seemingly kills this entity. And it begs the question again: how can you kill someone if they're the devil? Is that really possible? So this brings us to the most previous, back to the newest Starboy release. And he's destroying all of his albums, like I previously stated. And then the next seemingly important part is, again, when he kills himself, he suffocates himself. It's not like he uses a gun, but it's like the visuals that are in this new Starboy album or in the Starboy music video, excuse me. It's like it's an artsy, specifically the grin on his face and the move, the spin, the physical spin he does after he kills himself. Not only with the bag in the Starboy album, but previously in Tell Your Friends, it's the exact same physical spin around. He actually does the same Diddy move, kind of exaggeration or expression, and it's a weird similarity when you compare the two deaths of the same person. So back to the second release of Starboy's album, False Alarm. So beyond being an incredible movie, incredible music video, it's obviously a first-person bank robbery thematic shot of drones and police getting killed and people dying and a monetary value. But if you were to listen to the music video if you were to listen to the song without the music video, excuse me, you would have a completely different interpretation of what's going on than when you, in the end of the music video, when you see this woman that he kind of chooses over the money. He takes the girl, he shoots the driver, and it kind of brings in the choice that he actually makes in this sense. So again, the video follows a group of bank robbers to try to escape the police after a successful bank hit, is what it seems like. It's a very violent, but at the same time it's a narrative of what's going on after they escape. There's a scene at the end before he places the gun to his neck, where he reveals the same cross that he's wearing in Starboy. It's the same one on the album cover again. And this is where the fandom is like, what the hell is going on? Why does he have the cross? Why does it keep reappearing near death experiences or when he claims to kill himself? And we are led to believe, viewers are led to believe that at the end of this video he killed himself, like the gun is brought up to his head. Similarly to when we see the cross when he gets suffocated, and when I Tell Your Friends when he gets shot, or when he buries himself alive. So what's the significance of the murder each time? And the only person to kill the Weeknd in each video is seemingly the Weeknd himself. There's a lot of questions there, and the answers are still being examined. But it's definitely an interesting part when you have a new upcoming star like this, only of 6 years, and he releases a new album, and it has connections to different albums. It really attracts a vivid fan base. It makes you wonder what's next from this guy. Where is this going to lead to? What's coming in the future of this narrative, chronological order? Does he continue to kill himself? And there's also the small possibility that False Alarm and Starboy are in a completely different universe than the previous album. So there's two ways of looking at this. They're all interconnected between albums, which is what the majority of the fan base would like to believe, is my understanding. Or they're in separate universes, like False Alarm and the Starboy in a different universe than Tell Your Friends. And in The Hills, it's a different story. It begs multiple questions, and I think the fan base will continually stay up to date with this. It's just really interesting having this popular of a star and kill himself in these videos, but at the same time, he's changing his style from the old way, and it's a very weird transcendence, I guess you could say, um, from what he used to be to where he's at now. So I guess we'll wait to find out, but that's the biggest fan story that I've come across while examining the Weeknd personally. I have 2 more videos up next week, and I hope you guys enjoy this. Thank you.